Hello guys, so I just arrived to Killarney. The reason for me being here is because I plan on parking my car here a day before the time because it is raining on H day. But anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you guys. I have the new FL5 in front of me, so here it is guys, as well as the S2000. So let me just give you guys a quick walk around on the new FL5. So to my understanding, the new FL5, they went with a little bit more of a sleek look, I would say, compared to the FK8, which I'll show you guys in a bit. So yeah, as you can see, the FL5's front is way more sleek, doesn't have so much vents, etc. This also gives, how can I say, aftermarket companies the opportunity to add to the car and make it their own, I would say. But another cool thing about the FL5 that I would say compared to the FK8 is that a lot of the actual parts or aero parts are actually functional. For example, this little vent over here, you can see goes right through, so it helps with obviously brake temperature, etc. As well as the diffuser. Let me just see if I can get a cool video for you guys of the diffuser. So I'm not quite sure if you guys can pick up, but the diffuser actually runs right through, where the FK8 only runs through the rear end. So yeah, like I was saying, compared to the FK8, the FL5's aero is more functional, I would say. Even this rear wing, it's way more functional. They could have gone with a different styling and maybe looking maybe like a duckbill style, but they went for a style where the wing actually, how can I say, comes off the car like your normal conventional wing, which is actually the best for aerodynamics, I would say. Another few things that I've also picked up that they changed this time around is that it comes out with these matte wheels. I know you get a few different specs where it has the suede steering and a few other changes as well. But yeah, this is my first actual look at the FL5. Another thing I failed to mention, also on the topic of obviously aero, etc. As you can see, this is also functional. So the trouble with the FK8 is this front is a little bit narrower, so that leaves little space for air to actually flow, and that's actually the problem that they had with the FK8s as well. Power wise, I think that this model or FL5 actually only has 1 more kilowatt or few more kilowatts compared to its predecessor. The same like with the video with the EP3 and the FN2, I think where Jeremy Clarkson does a video and shows that the FN2 is 1 more kilowatt more and still comes out last.
So, do you want to guess how many more horsepowers it's got? 30? 40? No. 1 more.
So I'm not quite sure if this is the same situation with the FK8 and the FL5. I know the FL5 does a very good time on the Nürburgring. I'll just Google that time quickly for you guys as well. But in my honest opinion, I actually really like the look of the FL5. Another thing that I really like is Spoon's FL5. As soon as it has the spoon lip on, it basically transforms the whole car, in my opinion. I would also say that the FL5 is more of a gentleman's car, more like, you know, the guy that had an EK9 when he was 18 and grew up and still wants that Type R feel, etc. He now has a more elegant looking Type R, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Another thing I also really like about the FL5 is the rear quarter panel. I know it's a little bit dark, but hopefully can try to show you guys how wide it actually looks. So yes, it is a 4-door, however they still try to keep the whole look of, how can I say, a sporty car with the widened arches. So obviously the widened arches aren't just there for the look. Obviously if your wheel space is further out, it helps more with traction as well. But yeah, this is the FL5 in a nutshell. So let's move over to FK8, FK2. Okay guys, so before we do continue this video, I just want to say that whatever I say in this video, please do take it with a pinch of salt. Obviously the things that I'm saying in the car is my opinion, as well as the information that I'm basically mentioning is based off the internet, which is sometimes not all the time correct. So if I am incorrect, please let me know in the comment section. But yeah, I'm basically just telling you guys how I feel about these cars, as well as the information that I've learned, and hopefully it learns you a little bit more of these cars as well. So to my understanding, this is what you call a FK2. So the FK2s are pretty much the first turbocharged, how can I say, type R's that they made. I think these were made in Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of people were not really happy about that. This specific car I really like. I've told so many people before, as soon as you color match the bottom lips of an FK2, it transforms the whole entire car. It looks like a whole different car. It looks like a FN2, how can I say, cooped up basically, or pumped out, whatever you want to call it. It actually looks way better than an FN2. I'm actually very fond of the FK2. Reason being, it still looks like a hatch. It still gives that whole EK9 vibes, even though it isn't actually a 4-door. As you can see here, they use pretty much the same design as an FN2 or the entry level FN2, where they kind of make it seem like it's a 2-door because of the handle obviously being over here. This is the rear of this car. Very similar wings actually now that I'm looking at it. These cars are pretty much very rare. To my understanding, only a few countries actually got them. So some people that might be watching this video is actually the first time they're actually seeing one, where we obviously I have the opportunity to obviously own one, seeing that they were made in South Africa. I know that there's only very few actually made of them, but anyway, I really like the design of this car, and just want to say a massive thumbs up to the owner for actually making the car look like this. Dig the red fogs with the intercooler and the sparkle wheels. I think the car has recently just been dropped. So yeah, another thing I also really like are these gills. These are insane. I wonder if they will work on S1000. But anyway, moving over to the FK8. So to my understanding, I think that this one is actually very fast, because it actually belongs to Ziad Pool. As you guys can see, carbon hood, intercool at the bottom. I don't really know the exact specs. Has some forks on, very similar to the set that Basil has on as well. Nardo grey. What I also picked up, it was different from this one compared to the blue one, is the carbon fin. So that's a nice touch. Also picked up, now the wording is gone, but this is a Cybon part. Cybon makes actually very good mods. I think the bonnet is Cybon as well. Then what's different with this one is this rear wing over here. So this wing looks very similar to the Koenigsegg 1-1 if I'm not mistaken. Looks really insane compared to this one over here. This is what it looks like without the wing. Still looks insane. So yeah, this one is still, I think, stock, could be dropped, etc. Don't really see much differences. But yeah, this is also what I wanted to explain with regarding the vents compared to the FL5. The FL5 you can see, or the FK8 you can see has fake vents. The FL5 has actual vents. Another thing I just picked up here as well, has some carbon vents as well. Looks insane. Carbon as well. Carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber,
carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber.
Also, just a disclaimer, these cars are obviously a little bit dirty right now. They are going to be prepped for entering the show at Honda Day. But yeah, let me just have another look at this blue one, see if there's anything different that I see. So not much difference beside the fin. Look, I don't know any of the mods that's actually going on here. I don't know the actual specs, but these cars look insane, and in my opinion I would actually really like to see these cars more often in the South African scene, and hopefully they will actually be growing moving forward. Another thing I just picked up now, I'm seeing a red line there, seeing a red line on the steering wheel, but not seeing a red line on that steering wheel. Let me just check the differences. So here it has a carbon steering wheel, so if you guys can see it. There you go. So there's a stock steering wheel. So yeah, like I said guys, only my opinion based on these cars and my thoughts on these cars, and I hope you guys actually enjoyed this little video. It's actually a very random video. I just came to park my S1000, saw these cars here, thought I'd make a video, seeing that they're all here at once. But yeah, this video will most likely be posted in the Honda video, or maybe not. Maybe in a future video I might just make this video on its own. Also guys, then another thing, ironically, as you can see here, Autocolor Creation, another sponsor of mine back in the day. So yeah, please give them a follow as well. Yeah guys, so like I said, previous sponsor just sponsored me another thing. Wouldn't say a previous sponsor, is obviously ongoing sponsor, etc. Because he does help me with, let's say for example I need paint color, whatever the case may be, he still does assist me. So once again, thanks a lot Uzair, and please guys give them a follow. This is also the information if you need any color, etc. Maybe for example you want to spray your car a certain color, they can match it for you. He also assists me with putting color match in a can, so please go check them out. Yo guys, so in this video we are going to go watch some private drag racing.